This is unbelievable.
The aviation technology has a next-generational upgrade with the Lockheed Martin SR-72, or more commonly known as the Son of Blackbird. This anticipated aircraft debuted in the 2022 Top Gun Maverick movie
One last ride.
and has been in discussion. SR-72 is the successor to the infamous SR-71, a hypersonic strategic reconnaissance aircraft designed to reach a maximum speed of Mach 3.3. The SR-72 looks to surpass its predecessor by clocking in at a max speed of Mach 6. Apart from incredibly fast speed, this UAV aircraft looks to revolutionize aviation through its cutting-edge technology. What is it that makes this aircraft special? And how important is it to the world of aviation? Let's find out.
During its lifespan, it was the world's fastest and highest-flying air-breathing operational manned aircraft, with a fastest recorded speed of 3,529.6 km/h.
Before we talk about the Lockheed Martin SR-72, we must look at its predecessor, the SR-71 Blackbird, to better understand the legacy behind this aircraft. The SR-71 Blackbird was first introduced in the 1960s during the Cold War. It was built by Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works team as an epitome of high-altitude reconnaissance, speed, and stealth. When first introduced, this legendary took the world by storm because of its incredible max speed of Mach 3.3 and an impressive 85,000 feet altitude. Operating at such high altitude and speed, this legendary aircraft could easily dodge any defense system of that time. SR-71 Blackbird's titanium body allowed it to operate under intense friction, and the advanced sensors installed allowed it to perform reconnaissance and stealth operations with great ease. It played a key role in the Cold War, as it provided the U.S. forces with real-time reconnaissance to shape their strategic decisions. The legendary SR-71 was retired in 1998, but its legacy still continues with new and improved aircrafts like the SR-72.
SR-71 for the second time in 1999, it was a little unclear what came next. The increased use of satellites and drone technology left some questioning whether the US would ever again need a high-altitude, high-speed reconnaissance aircraft.
The SR-71 was a big step in the right direction, but it surely had its limitations. As it was manufactured during the 1960s, it relied on traditional technology to operate. For starters, it had traditional jet engines, which at the time were revolutionary, but also restricted the aircraft's max speed ceiling. As defense systems became smarter, the SR-71 was more vulnerable to interceptions. Moreover, the aircraft had analog systems installed which restricted its connection with the digital transformations. As technology further evolved and new gadgets like advanced radar systems and hypersonic missiles were introduced, the SR-71 fell behind. The SR-71's failure to compete with the new tech in the aviation industry paved the way for its successor, the Lockheed Martin SR-72. The aircraft promised enhanced stealth abilities, next-gen reconnaissance technology, and hypersonic propulsion technology, which will be a true game-changer. The aircraft was designed to hit a max speed of Mach 6 and outpace the smartest defense systems in the world to ensure that the United States is unmatched in aerial superiority. The Lockheed Martin SR-72 isn't just SR-71's successor. Instead, it's a transition to the future of aerial reconnaissance.
It is thought to be roughly the same size as an SR-71, measuring around 30 meters in length, and I'll just note here that I've seen an SR-71 in real life.
Lockheed Martin SR-72 is also called Son of Blackbird, as home to its legendary predecessor SR-71 Blackbird. Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works are developing this version as well. They are looking to make it the finest and most advanced aircraft in the world. It is being designed to create a perfect blend of stealth, versatility, and speed. While the SR-71 needed a human to operate, the SR-72 will be fully autonomous. This would help the American Air Force in carrying out high-risk missions in adverse environments without endangering their highly skilled pilots. Skunk Works envisions it to be an aircraft that could execute both strike and reconnaissance missions with great ease and efficiency. We know why the SR-72 upgrade was needed, so let's talk about what makes this strategic reconnaissance aircraft special. To begin with, the SR-72 offers nearly double the max speed of SR-71, i.e. Mach 3.3. For those of you who don't know what Mach means, it's the speed of sound, which means that this new aircraft can travel at a whopping speed of 2,058 meters per second. Thanks to this hypersonic speed, the SR-72 can easily intercept conventional air defense systems to ensure stealthiness under restricted airspace. The advanced sensors would allow the aircraft to carry out difficult reconnaissance missions and provide the team with high-res images and intelligence in real time.
Why? But in the real world, this is a mock-up of our hypersonic airplane concept for the Top Gun movie. But what it represents really is our leading edge in hypersonics.
Apart from its reconnaissance capacity, the SR-72 is said to have strike capacity and maybe precision-guided missiles or hypersonic missiles. This dual purpose places the aircraft in both a fast response platform competent of surgical accuracy in eliminating threats and gathering intelligence. Its stealth design guarantees it may pass undetectably into tightly guarded regions, therefore improving its efficacy. Speculations regarding the development of SR-72 Blackbird began to circulate in 2007, and several resources claim that the team at Lockheed Martin Skunk Works is looking to develop a new hypersonic aircraft that could potentially travel 6 times the speed of sound. This team had previously developed the infamous SR-71 and other groundbreaking projects, which made it evident that this project won't be ordinary. The integration of artificial intelligence, hypersonic propulsion, and material sciences in aircrafts would surely set new benchmarks for the future. The staggering thing about the SR-72 is that it's an unmanned aerial vehicle. This means that this high-speed reconnaissance aircraft is capable of operating without having a pilot on board. This is certainly an impressive and powerful feature, as it allows for high-risk strike and reconnaissance missions without risking experienced pilots. The advanced sensors and data collection systems installed in the aircraft allows the operators to receive real-time information and status for strategic planning and operation. Since it is an autonomous vehicle, it is relatively cost-effective, as it eliminates the cost of training new recruits. We've been talking about how the SR-72 is capable of doing things that any other aircraft can't do. How would this be possible? What's the technology behind the SR-72 that makes it so unique and powerful? For starters, the cornerstone of this revolutionary aircraft's capabilities is the inclusion of hypersonic propulsion. The aircraft will have a dual-mode scramjet or supersonic combustion ramjet engine. These engines are one of the most uniquely designed hypersonic engines that compresses and ignites as soon as it reaches hypersonic speeds. Unlike traditional jet engines like the ones in SR-71, the scramjet engines don't need any rotating components to travel at higher speeds. Instead, it uses the aircraft's forward to compress the air for combustion.
Rocket strapped to the aircraft that powers it up to a high speed, at which point the ramjet can take over. These types of engines work best at supersonic speeds around Mach 3 and can go all the way up to Mach 6.
That's not all, as the SR-72 would have a dual-mode propulsion system. This system would allow it to smoothly transition between the turbojet mode for slower speeds and the scramjet mode for hypersonic speeds. Thanks to the dual propulsion system, the aircraft can reach its max speed of Mach 6. With this speed, SR-72 can easily travel across continents within an hour, making it perfect for both strike and reconnaissance missions. Apart from providing the aircraft with great speed, this system would save the aircraft from any enemy interceptions. Developing an aircraft able to maintain hypersonic speeds comes with its own engineering obstacles. Mach 6 friction between the airplane and the atmosphere produces intense heat, with temperatures beyond 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 1,093 degrees Celsius. Under such circumstances, traditional materials would fail, hence cutting-edge composites and heat-resistant alloys such as titanium and carbon-carbon must be used. The design of the SR-72 needs thermal expansion to ensure structural integrity in fast temperature fluctuations. With advancements in materials science, engineers are building a lightweight yet robust airframe capable of withstanding hypersonic flight pressures. The SR-72's aerodynamic design also has to reduce drag and preserve stability at very high velocities. Its elegant wedge-like form lowers air resistance and maximizes lift, therefore allowing effective and continuous operation at hypersonic speeds. SR-72's speed is enough to protect it from any tracking or interception, but the stealth capabilities it has takes it to another level. Lockheed Martin would use elements from its previous projects like the F-35 Lightning II and F-22 Raptor to install a low radar cross-section in SR-72. RCS would minimize reflected radar signals through the use of radar-absorbing materials, precise design, and stealthy shapes. SR-72's design would have minimum sharp angles and flat surfaces that could reflect the radar signals back to their original source. Additionally, the aircraft would be coated with radar-absorbent materials like iron ball paint or carbon-based coatings to further enhance its stealthiness. To ensure the aircraft's intense heat doesn't compromise its stealthiness, Exhaust designs and advanced cooling systems will be installed to dissipate the heat. We know that the Lockheed Martin SR-72 would revolutionize aircrafts in the aviation industry. But what are some of its potential applications, and how will it effectively perform these tasks? One of the biggest reasons behind the upgrade from SR-71 to the SR-72 enhanced stealth ability for reconnaissance missions. Reconnaissance has become a key tool in contemporary war, and countries use it to track what their opponents are doing, gather intelligence data, and detect any future threats. As the SR-72 can travel at Mach 6, it can collect and send real-time intelligence over restricted territories without the enemy knowing. As the aircraft is extremely fast, defense systems cannot detect it, which reduces interception risk. In comparison to traditional reconnaissance devices that follow predictable routes and have certain operational limitations, the SR-72 can be deployed anytime when needed. Its ability to gather high-quality data in a short span makes it efficient and adaptable for any environment. This gives the country an edge over its competition. The SR-72 is also capable of carrying out exact strike operations. It can get around most defense systems thanks to its incredible speed, which makes it a great asset for carrying out quick attacks. It can also deliver strikes at speeds and accuracy like no other aircraft. This has led to rumors that the plane may carry hypersonic rockets or other high-tech weapons. Within minutes of detecting a threat, the SR-72 may be used to destroy critical enemy infrastructure like missile launch sites or command centers. Its ability to operate autonomously further decreases the risks to human pilots, ensuring that operations may be carried out in very hostile or dangerous environments. Developing such a powerful aircraft surely has its limitations and criticisms, as not everyone will be happy about it. One of the biggest challenges with such a product is the incredibly high cost. As per the reports, the budget for this project exceeds $1 billion to $2 billion for research and development only. It has drawn concerns over whether such an expensive project is worth spending the taxpayers' money on. Critics believe that these funds can be allocated towards a variety of different domestic and defense needs. Another challenge could be technological limitations. The hypersonic Mach 6 speed of the SR-72 aircraft is highly dependent on the propulsion systems powered by the dual-mode scramjet engines. Even though these engines promise to deliver maximum speed, they're still in the experimental phase, which means that they are still in need of a breakthrough to stabilize hypersonic flights. Moreover, to ensure durability and stealthiness, we need strong materials which are pretty expensive, making maintenance and manufacturing a challenge. The SR-72 could make an already tense global arms race even worse from a strategic point of view. Its progress could make foes like China and Russia focus on their own hypersonic weapon projects, which could make the world less safe. As countries try to stop or copy this kind of technology, the spread of hypersonic weapons could make mistakes and unexpected wars more likely, which would raise the stakes of global war. With the increasing competition in modern warfare, the success of SR-72 will mark a new era in the space of aerospace innovation, just like its predecessor, the SR-71 Blackbird. That's all for today. Do you think Lockheed Martin SR-72 will be a success, or will it be buried in the files like many other projects? Let us know in the comments.